A king had an extremely beautiful daughter. It is said that she was so beautiful that no artist could accurately paint her portrait. When the princess reached marriageable age, the king devised a strange plan. He had the princess stand on the castle wall and throw an apple. Whichever young man she threw the apple to, the king would not only give him his daughter's hand but also make him his half the kingdom.
As soon as this news spread, all the nobles and princes from nearby gathered outside the palace. But surprisingly, when the princess threw the apple, no one could catch it. However, the next day, a simple village boy came. But as soon as the princess threw the apple this time, it went straight into the boy's hands. It seemed as if the princess had deliberately given the apple to him, but the king did not like the boy at all. That's why the king disliked him as soon as he saw him. Therefore, the king set a dangerous condition before him. Since the king had many rabbits, he told the boy, you will take care of my rabbits. If even one rabbit goes missing, your tool will be immediately cut off. The boy became worried because he had no experience in taking care of rabbits. Just then, an old woman came to him. She gave the boy a whistle and said, Take this. Whenever you face any trouble, just blow this whistle, everything will be fine. The boy kept the whistle. The next morning, as soon as the palace door opened, all the rabbits started running around like jumping horses. Seeing this, the boy got scared, but then he immediately blew the whistle and something amazing happened. All the rabbits immediately lined up and stood in front of him like the BTS army. Seeing this, the king was astonished. Then he devised a new plan. The next day, the king sent the princess disguised as a poor girl to ask the boy for a rabbit, so that if the boy gave the rabbit, it could be counted as missing and his punishment could be decided. The princess reluctantly wore old clothes and went to the boy, but the boy recognized her immediately, realizing she was the princess. When the princess asked for the rabbit, if you give me a puppy, then I will give a rabbit. The princess refused, gave it and said, I am not the king's daughter. The boy said, it doesn't matter who you are, first give the puppy, only then will you get the rabbit. Reluctantly, the princess agreed, and as soon as the task was done, the boy put a rabbit in her bag. As soon as she got the rabbit, she ran towards the palace, but she was still on the way when the boy whistled again, causing the rabbit sitting in the bag to slowly come out and return to him. When the princess reached the palace and showed the bag to the king, the rabbit was missing. The princess blushed.
That's why she started lying to her father. I tried a lot. Even to the point
that I was even ready to lie down upside down. Still, that Ben Stokes clearly refused to give me the rabbit. The king got angry. This time he himself, disguised as an old man, rode a donkey and went to the boy and said, Son, I have terrible hemorrhoids. Please give me a rabbit. You have to apply medicine on his tool and suck it. The doctor has said so. Now the boy was not one to take a puppy from the king, so he said, if you kiss either the tail of this donkey or its black walnut, then I will give you a rabbit. The king thought for a moment and then reluctantly kissed the donkey's tail and took the rabbit. But then the boy whistled again and the rabbit returned. When the king and the princess returned home and didn't find the rabbit, they were furious. When the boy returned to the palace at night with all the rabbits, the king had to admit that the boy had passed the test. But then he set one last condition. If you can fill this bag with lies, I will give you permission to marry right away. The boy started thinking, is the problem in his backside or in his brain? How can someone fill a bag by lying? But the boy was not one to give up. He also started lying there. Today, when I was catching the rabbit, the king came. He kissed my donkey's tail, then he started kissing my tool. Hearing this, the king got upset. Oh, that's enough. After this, the boy said to the princess,